What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of I'm Almost Joking, the podcast.
Hella crazy. They ain't gonna know what just happened. Oh, man.
I am one half of the Disrespective Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense of Life, here with...
It's your boy, Queese, a.k.a. Dash. We have for episode 105.
Yep, that's it.
I literally just guessed that one.
Yep, that's it. Yep, back for 105. I'm going to start this off by...
Hold on, no, you won't. Wait a minute, no, you won't. What we going to start this off with is the Detroit Lions. It's in the NFC Championship, baby. We coming. We want all the smoke, all the confetti that y'all want to throw our way for all the years of y'all hating. We out here. We here. Shout out to Dan Campbell. Shout out to my boy Brad Holmes. Shout out to Jared Goff. That's my QB. That's my QB.
Hey, you want to know who we not going to shout out? Who cost me a pretty penny. Who was his name? Because I don't even watch football, but I was listening to the stats and the projections and the sports book said. Amen Ra.
Amon Ra. St. Brown. Best receiver in the league, baby. Best receiver in the league.
No, he ain't.
Who the best receiver in the playoffs left? Who the best receiver in the playoffs left? And you know why? You know why the team left? Because we got Amon Ra St. Brown, baby. I don't know what you're doing with that blue hair, but hey.
That's why he messed up. Trying to be out there, be fancy. Save the blue hair to the Super Bowl, fam. Get out there and get your 96 yards that I needed you to get. All right?
We got to bring the Scullies back. Shouts to my boy,
Jesus Christ.
Gardner Johnson. Hey, we might have to bring the Scullies back, bro. We might need to do the ski mask. We got to do the ski mask one good time, bro. We got to do it.
Is
NFC
that a Detroit
Championship.
Lions thing?
Yeah, we did. We tried to do it for one game, and then we lost. And then
Don't break. Hey, if y'all break them to the Super Bowl, don't wear them to after.
You know what? On second thought, let's not do the ski mask. That's a bad idea.
Because I'm like, ski mask? When was that a football thing? But all right,
let's
cool. But that's what's up though. I put a little bit of money on the football games on y'all little sport out there that y'all be doing on Sunday. That was
dope.
You
mean a wager?
Yeah, a little wager on it. Okay. Shout out to Josh Allen, came through for your boy. He didn't get them. Never mind. This ain't about that. I do want to make a Prize Picks prop video. I be watching them now, and I be seeing people do them. Shout out to my man's Cam. It's a dude in Wisconsin. He go to the UW, and he be making his. And I was like, oh, you go to the UW? I'm going to rock with you and follow you just because. Now, I don't really follow a lot of his picks, but shout out to him. Seemed like a cool guy. Feel like I could do it, man. Everybody out there, they doing all their research. Hey, yeah, do this, do these picks. I got to come from a different angle, though. Mine, I'm going to just be a dude. Yeah, I don't know nothing about this stuff. I don't really be watching it. But I do study the stats.
No, he don't watch it.
Nah. Like, so much so that when I bet my money, I think it's a jinx to watch it. So I just wait until midnight and open my app back up and see what happens. And see if my projections and the stats and all the matchup things I be doing and the sports books and all of that is right. And usually it is, but a lot of times it's not because humans be humaning. And then Kevin Durant, I'll never bet on him again.
Kevin Durant cost me.
Don't even do it. Everybody who do this know. And we finna get off this real quick because for the people that don't. But everybody who do this know Kevin Durant done effed us over 2 times. One time with the points. And he was supposed to be up there, and he didn't do it. All the projections said it. Yesterday with the assist. You know what, Kevin Durant? Do you. Now I think you be looking at him, and out of spite, you change the game plan.
Bro. He's petty.
Is.
He's a petty guy.
He really is.
He might be like, how many rebounds y'all want me to get?
Nope. Nope. I'll lose the game before I grab this rebound and let them poor people get paid.
Hey, Book, come get this board, bro.
For real.
Your projections say 4.5. This to be your 5th board.
Oh, man, yeah. Sometimes I'll tell you this.
I don't bet with my boy KD no more.
Sometimes when one of them people make me lose my prop, especially by a half, when you get hooked, that be making me want to crash out. You don't want to get one rebound, you won't get a chance to get another rebound in your life.
Crash out moments. It's real. It's a real thing.
Oh, man. Tell me, bro.
I had a crash out moment earlier today.
Who hadn't?
Bro.
Ask me before you get to that.
Oh, no, let me get you right. Educational purposes.
Yeah. He don't own this no more, and if he did, it wouldn't be a good idea to show it.
Get all kind of yellow. Absolutely.
He gonna widen the camera. Look at Tyler trying to get us in trouble, widening the camera. I'm trying to close up and be over here with it.
Goat is out here doing very cheesy things. Cheesy things,
Oh
Tina
man.
Goat.
I know what I'm finna do too. Cause
Gotta call them goat cheese over here.
nah, I gotta play anyway. I gotta make. I'm listening to your story though about crashing out. We back
Oh
on
man,
it.
look. All right, so check it out, bro. Had some car issues, right? Long story short, get my car to the shop. They tell me, hey, it'll be like $7 to $10 grand to fix this. I'm like, my car ain't even worth $7 to $10 grand at this point. It's no way I'm paying $7 to $10 grand. So I had a moment, right? Do a little research, find out my car may potentially be on a recall for this issue. I'm feeling good about
This
myself.
very issue y'all just tried to
Very
charge
issue
me.
you just, well, okay, I'll be fair. It was at a shop. They the ones told me, like, hey, this is the
Yeah,
issue.
that's.
So I'm like, okay, cool. They was telling me
Oh,
in a way.
they the ones that told you that you might be.
No. They just told me because I took my car there thinking it was the transmission, but it ended up being something different. So they like, yo, it ain't that. It's this, and this is, you know, you might want to. I don't know if you want to do that or not. So I end up searching it. Is a recall on it? Okay, cool. I called the company.
I just wanted to stay in line with mechanics. Ain't S.
Oh no.
They didn't help you. Okay.
The mechanics
they
didn't
tried
charge
to get money.
me. They ran it and said, yeah, bro, it's basically a done deal. So when I called the dealership, they was helpful, but it was the wrong dealership. So they needed some information that I couldn't give them. So I'm like, okay, I'll contact the correct dealership, bro. The customer service I received from this dealership, it had me ready to crash out. I'm talking about old school Super Dave, full speed ahead into the wall, super crash out.
Now we got to start calling it Super Deborah. Ain't that his name? Super Deborah, judge dude.
I don't even know who that is, but Super Deborah.
You didn't see the video of the dude, the ultimate crash out? No. Dude jumped over the judge table.
Oh, my man. Oh,
Deborah.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that was a super crash out moment. But like, I was like, man, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm going to crash out. I had my mind kind of made up that I'm finna crash out. But then I got another employee.
For YouTube purposes, it was bad.
It was bad. Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It's a lot going. I got a lot going on in life. So like this was like a big deal to me. And I felt like my man's wasn't trying to hear me. He wasn't trying to help me. So and then he hung the phone up on me. Bro,
don't let him take a little bit.
You hung the phone up on a black man that's already agitated about something that I just talked to somebody else who just couldn't get all the information, who told me like, oh yeah, you're gonna be good. Contact them is good. And you not helping me, bro, crash out.
Because now I feel like you personally taking, you personally having fun at the expense of my stressful moment.
Yeah.
So and I already don't have any way to personalize this. And then here you come with your sassy attitude or whatever, and you just not being first of all, as a customer service person, you owe me to have me stressed out. Nobody's calling you usually in happy situations. You know this. You not allowed to let me get to you. You gotta take my frustrations and you calm me down. So when you causing my frustrations more, that's why I take it personally against you.
And it's the thing, when you're telling me you can't do something that another one of the employees at another location was doing the stuff but just couldn't get a VIN number, and then he said, yep, call them, they'll have it on file, you should be good. I'm happy with that. I'm like, man, that's a good employee. Thank you. Call this person and I get this guy who's refusing to even take the same information I just got told this is all they're gonna need. And I'm like, you know what? I'm never gonna support this company again. But the moral of the story is, shout out to another employee named Eric. You know what Eric did, man? I want to shout out all the Erics in the world for every company. I'm going to call corporate about Eric and give them a glowing review on this great employee named Eric. Because Eric was like, hey, yeah, I thought I heard you on the phone. I thought I talked to you before about enough. I'm like, yeah, man, I was just calling there and I got a very inappropriate employee of yours.
A very ornate employee of yours.
And I was ready to come up there and serve him some asparagus.
I know how to use other words.
I was going to come use some asparagus. You know what I'm saying? Give dude a nice plate of asparagus hot off the grill. You know what I'm saying?
Like hot.
And like hot, fresh off the butter. fresh off what you want to use. You want to use the oil, whatever you want to use. Your asparagus. I was finna serve my man's up a plate of the asparagus, but then Eric calmed me down, and Eric said, "What's your name?" I said, "This is my name, Eric." He was like, "Okay, that's good. Got you."
Looked it up.
Looked it up. Yep, we got you in here. Eric was so calm and cool, and you know what it made me do? It made me calm all the way down and say, "You know what, Eric? I thank you. I appreciate the Erics of every company who deal with the frustrated customer who just got done dealing with your goofy coworker who didn't want to help me. But Eric come through nice, calm, and got me right. And not only did Eric find my information and tell me, you know what, sir? You ain't going to have to pay nothing for this. Just get it towed here, and you going to be good." I said,
won't he do it?
Won't he do it, bro?
Eric, I mean.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeezy too. Jeezy came through for your boy.
He definitely did.
And I think Jeezy was in Eric, and I think that other guy was in guy named Michael.
Jeezy was definitely working through Eric to send you that
Straight
blessing. Because
Right.
I'll tell you this, 7 to 10, that somebody is about to, somebody about to get their asparagus fried. 7 to 10,000. Like I don't care if it's the company that's charging me 7 to 10,000 or the house that I gotta rob to get the 7 to 10,000.
Boy,
man, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. You messing
Allegedly
with me.
jokes. I've never done such a thing.
When we talking about this kind of money potentially on the line or potentially coming out of my pocket, and you just being so like dismissive to me as a person that's in this situation. Mm-hmm. Bro, you finna get this asparagus served up. I'm telling you.
At customer service though, you don't get to your bad day. It really is. I'm sure you having a bad day, and that's wild. And if you having a bad day where you can't handle other people's bad days, you probably shouldn't come to work because you about to have a bunch of bad. You can't DMV. You can't work at the DMV and then be like, you know what? I'm about to I can't take it today. If one person is me off today, it's going down. You can't go to the DMV like that because everybody is liable to nobody's coming there happy. We all frustrated. We either have to take a day off work, leave work, make accommodations to come here because y'all only open during work hours. If you is open on a weekday, I'm here with a bunch of other people and you only do limited stuff. I probably don't know that. Been waiting in line all day, get here. Now you don't do the thing I need. A lot of frustration all the time. You are not allowed to have your own frustrations. I'm sorry. And if you do, stay home. You have to manage mine. And I get to be mad because I'm here paying $300 for this ticket so my car can be legal so I can put a sticker on a license plate every year. Yes, that's frustrating, and I'm mad. Bro. I'm bothered, and you're to blame for it because I got to give you my money. You working on their behalf, and you can't show me to your boss so I can yell at them, so now you get the frustration.
You know what's even more frustrating? When I had this situation happen a couple years ago. I think I told you the situation about one of my exes. I let her use my whip even after the relationship was over because she needed it, you know what I'm saying? And I was trying to look out for her and her son while she was trying to get back right. Crazy
Look situation. At men, always still loving, still taking care.
Yeah, I stopped doing that after this relationship for this exact story. You know what I'm saying? Like once it's over, bro. Like don't keep trying to like hope trying to hold some weight to a person. Like once they show you it ain't right. So she gets my car like basically totaled. She abandoned my car somewhere, and they eventually picked it up. And because I was in the process of moving, I got the letter like late. So by the time I got the letter and called her, my car was already totaled. I peed off. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, you know what? When it's over, it's over. Mm-hmm. But you cannot be trusting people to do the right thing, bro.
Nah, man.
Especially an ex.
You know when I realized that you can't trust people to do the right thing? Because sometimes I don't trust myself to do the right thing.
Exactly.
When I was young, bro, it was a struggle. It wasn't like super easy, like all the time to be doing the right thing, as they say. They're responsible. Never mind.
And see what her
just last week I didn't do the right thing.
See, to complete that whole story, by her not doing the right thing, I found out later when I go to renew my plates. And then they told me, you can't renew your plates. And I'm like, what you mean I can't renew my plates? Bro, she had racked up hundreds and hundreds of dollars in tickets. And they had tried to reach out to me. And since I never paid, they put some kind of thing on it where it was like, to get your car, I had to pay like $680-something, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm mad. I'm like, yo, why is this chick still violating my life? You already got my car, you know what I'm saying, up out of here. And now months later, I'm like moved on. And now when I got to call the DMV, this is the worst part about calling the DMV. When you know, like, you really got to pay them no matter what. It ain't like I can come in here and complain and say, man, I let my ex-girl do that and she, it don't matter. They don't even care.
They don't even care. And who getting all that frustration?
Me.
Sheila.
No,
Sheila
me.
Behind the desk taking my money to pay all of this.
I'm going to tell you why
You don't think Sheila finna get the story of why I got to pay all this money?
Nah.
Sheila getting the story.
Sheila getting that story all the time, right? But for me, I'm not finna give Sheila that story, right? But this what makes me frustrated. When I know I'm in the wrong, it don't even matter. It don't matter how I got to pay this. I got to pay this. So I ain't going to give Sheila no hard time. I'm going to go up here and pay for the service. When you watching everybody else frustration, when you know you finna drop $700, you like, yo, won't y'all just relax? I'm an empath. I'm feeling bad for Sheila. I'm like, Sheila, you don't deserve this. What is wrong with you guys? I got to pay this money. Why y'all tripping? You only gotta pay $80 to get your license renewed. Why are you tripping?
And I'm the dude right in front of you that's mad that I gotta come here to renew my license. So when I go to court, they don't charge me for I'm mad that I got pulled over. And they for my life, and then if I go with my renewed one, they'll throw it out. But now I gotta go through this, and so I'm frustrated because of that, just inconvenience. Meanwhile, you right behind me, $700 gotta pay calm.
Calm as ever.
Nah, I couldn't do it.
Looking at you like, what is wrong with this guy?
I'm inconvenienced, sir. I did not plan or want to do this today.
You are here tripping on Sheila for $40 of service. Like, what is wrong with this guy? I gotta pay $700 right behind you, bro.
For real. Oh man, yeah, Sheila don't deserve that.
She don't deserve it.
Oh man, look, I love a crash out story. I like a crash out story. I shouldn't have liked it when the dude did that with the judge, but I get it. Give me my years, keep it moving. Another crash out story. This lady who hit a cop that was in the way in traffic or whatever. She just ran him over and kept going. Now you shouldn't do that. You harming people, right? But how many times is people in the way, and they just want no protest or nothing, but in the way a cop or something will stop and hey, traffic, da-da-da. And you like, man, move. And you just want to, maybe that's just me, but sometimes when I see people crash out and throw their life away, I live vicariously through that. I got too much to live for.
She bumped him in the car?
Well, he kind of, she said she was smoking, so she didn't really want to stop for the car, but he was walked up to the car, kind of stopped it.
Smoking vegetable products?
But because you got to, when you gardening, you got to get them out. Mm-hmm. So that she was doing that while she was driving somehow.
Shout out to Martha Stewart.
But she was doing that while she was driving somehow. You figure it out. And then and the cop was in front of her, and he just, she kept going when she wasn't supposed to keep going. And I was just crash out moment. I don't care. I got to do what I got to do. I got another moment. Protest, dude driving through the thing in a big truck, and then he didn't want to wait through the protest.
Crazy.
And he was on a high speed and everything. He ended up getting caught, and he got away from the cops eventually. But crash out moments. Salute to that dude.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one dude that there was a parade going on, and he just started running through the parade.
Guy.
He ran all the people over. Oh, you're talking about?
Oh, no, not that one. That dude, he hurt people.
Yeah, he hurt people. He crashed all the way out. He's not coming home.
Yeah, he's where he should be right now. Now, it was a white dude in the truck, and it was a protest, and then he just went through the protest or whatever, and the police were there. So they start chasing him or following him, but he ended up getting away from them somehow because he had a dash cam. That's how it got released. But he ultimately got caught. It's license plates. We know where you're going. I don't even know why the cop was still chasing him so long. We got your license plate. We'll just meet you at the house. What are we doing? But I love the moment because at that moment right there, he was frustrated, couldn't take it no more, and was like, this is stupid what you're doing. Get out of the way. And I just love that motion somehow when you don't hurt nobody.
That's what a crash out moment is.
Yeah.
I think you're being stupid, so I'm going to out stupid you. That's literally what a crash out moment is.
I'm about to bypass this stupid.
Yep. I'm going to match your stupid with more stupid, which is going to make me ignorant. So ignorant, I'm going to be willing to throw it all away.
All the way, because ain't nobody else going to get in trouble but me.
And that's how Mike made me feel earlier when I needed help. I said, you know what, Mike? You're being very unintelligent, and I'm going to be extremely unintelligent and crash all the way out.
Oh, for real. I know this is out of order, but I just want to take this moment out to appreciate a gem that we have in our life that we usually don't get to appreciate a lot. And some people might be missing it, and you have to be watching Bucks games to see it. We got to thank Giannis for this. Giannis is a real one. He always been a real one. I'm going to watch that thing on Hulu for you where you went back to Nigeria or wherever you was from originally in Africa. That looked dope too. But you gave us your brother Thanasis. And if anything you did, you brought a championship and everything, but thank you for giving him a chance to be on the NBA courts. If y'all ever get a chance to see Thanasis play basketball, please watch him.
That's going to be a hard thing to get a chance to do.
He only get in during the low minutes, the slow minutes, the when it's like,
you have to watch all 82 games to have a chance of seeing him on the court. All 82.
But the 3 minutes he get, oh, you're going to be so highly entertained. He's going to do something wild.
It's always going to be the most entertaining stat line if you're a basketball aficionado that you ever see. It would say something like 3 minutes, 5 fouls, 0 field goal attempts, and 3 turnovers. You'd be like, why is this guy is he on the court?
You know who he play basketball like? Every time I see him on the court, I'm like, he play basketball like Crash Bandicoot. Like, he never stopped running. He jumping around doing crazy stuff. And when he in front of you on defense, you just like, what is going to happen? Like, you don't know what you're looking at. Oh, man. I just had to take a moment to say that. I thoroughly enjoy watching him. If you get a chance to YouTube, highlight his mixtape, and just watch him. One time he did a no-look pass to himself.
We ain't doing Fact or Cap yet. That's Cap. Nobody enjoys watching him, bro.
Oh, my God.
He's a terrible player.
I do.
You're entertained by
him. One time he did a no-look pass to himself. It was crazy. That was amazing. I never seen it. Stuff he do, nobody done. Nobody done the stuff.
LeBron, not Jordan, not Luka, not Kyrie, Magic, none of them. How you say his name?
Thanasis.
Bro, I don't even like his name. It's nasty work.
Hey.
Shout out to my New York people. That's nasty work.
I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize
that's the nastiest work.
His name is.
That's the nastiest work. Straight up.
And look, we just need to appreciate these comedy gems. We're not going to appreciate Tiger King and not appreciate Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Okay?
Oh, you've been practicing this. You said the name correct. You practiced this. It's no way you just woke up after all of these different, you know what I'm saying, spices and things of that nature and came in here and said that name, the full name correct.
Hey, Quiz, I play 2K. Okay,
that don't mean you can say the name correctly.
When I play 2K and I create my players, I know all the funny names. All right, those are the names that
for a person who don't even watch the sports.
Nah, just come on.
But follow him for your latest prize picks.
Exactly. I know Derek Lively's supposed to get 8 points and 8 rebounds. So much so that they bumped it up. I got it at 7.5. Anyways, though,
we need that sponsorship.
All right. This is going to be the whole Crash Out episode because the last Crash Out story, at least, we're going to jump into real quick. Just, you know what? When was the last moment? This is an inspirational question. I got this from the picture that I seen or the video of Chris Brown and Quavo sitting next to each other at a fashion event. I didn't even know Chris Brown and Quavo had beef. Apparently, they got beef. It was a thing for them to be sitting next to each other. It went on the internet. Whatever. Cool. Whatever their beef is, that's their beef is. I didn't research it. I'm not here to tell y'all. Google if you want to know. I thought it was interesting to be like, when was the last time you had to just deal with or sit next to or have to just stand somebody you couldn't stand for the bag? Because that was one thing Chris Brown replied with, like, you can't choose who you sit next to, but I'm not messing my bag up for no, I'm not going to, whatever. You get the gist of the rest. So, but yeah, like, I don't know if you want to, if you got an incident. You seem like the person that, you seem like the person that probably would be so quiet about it.
Nah, I'm Craig. You know, y'all be having, everybody be having.
I didn't say you would do something. You might say something though. I mean, they literally said nothing.
This the thing, bro. At work, I kind of keep a certain energy, right? But I deal with that all the time at work. I'm around people every day. I don't necessarily like them, but you know, I ain't finna mess up, you know what I'm saying, my bag I'm making. So it's like, for the most part, I like the people I gotta work is like close to, I like most of them. So it's like, I'm cool. So I deal with that emotion all the time. But I make sure it's a hard boundary to the people who I don't like, that they know he don't like me. So they kind of just stay out my way. And I kind of stay out their way. And I think that's how life supposed to go when you don't like somebody. So if you Chris Brown, if you Quavo, if you Craig, if you Dash, it don't matter. We don't like each other. We know we don't like each other. And let's just, you stay over there, I stay over here.
That is how it is. 'Cause I definitely got beef with one of the old ladies at my job.
That's not great, Craig.
It be her.
Marsha alone.
She be starting it, bruh. She be starting it. She always on her petty stuff. So I be on, you know, one time like I had the fan and then I'm using it every day. And then once when she realized I was using it, all of a sudden it's her fan and she want to take it back now because she got to use it at home. Huh. It's been years it's been you, but whatever. It's cool.
You mad at Marsha over a fan? You beefing with Marsha over a fan? Craig, you got to let it go.
All I'm going to tell you about this is that Marsha is petty. And Marsha is, never mind. Somebody might know Marsha.
That's why Marsha is not a real name.
Nah, not at all.
But no, sometimes, you know, you got to deal with that emotion, man. So I don't think nobody should be trying to throw it all away and crash out over like something like that. So I feel like Chris Brown was a mature young man.
No, I don't know.
You gonna throw it all away?
Hey, Marsha keep playing. Marsha keep testing me, and she keep she might have to see me in the parking lot.
You know what, Marsha? It's lunchtime.
For real.
Let's go to Culver's.
But nah.
Best butter burgers in town.
Yeah. The only butter burgers in town, I think.
Yeah.
You know, I
heard they got a new side dish called asparagus. I'm trying to serve you, though. Let's go over here and get us some Culver's and this nice, fresh asparagus.
Oh, man. Yeah. All right. Okay. And last thing. All right, we can get out of here on this one. The Kappa Fact. Got to have a Kappa Fact today. I feel weird introducing Kappa Fact.
Oh.
But, yeah, this is the topic that we got for it. And I also I'll get better with like intro and this stuff too. Never mind. They didn't complain about the podcast. That's on the reactions. I'll let y'all then. Last thing we finna talk about, is it Cap or Fact? The Dave versus Cat thing, Dave Chappelle versus Cat Williams thing. A video, y'all know about the Cat Williams thing, Cat Williams interview, Club Shay Shay, all of that. Shout out to them, Shannon Sharp. Dave Chappelle had something to say. He argued with D. Ray Davis on stage about it. They call it an argument, but kind of...
They seen it, Craig. Trust me.
I'm just saying.
They seen it.
But also, like, Dave Chappelle had this argument. Dave Chappelle had the mic. I didn't even hear nothing D. Ray Davis said because he didn't have a mic, and Dave Chappelle wouldn't let him get a mic. But whatever. That kind of lets y'all know how I feel about it. I feel like it was a little bit biased. Dave Chappelle, you said, I'm sure they heard it. If y'all didn't hear it,
they heard it, Craig.
Last thing, Dave Chappelle didn't agree with Cat Williams.
They clicked it because they heard it. I just want to hear what you think about it. Get to it.
I feel about it. Dave Chappelle was kind of, I feel like he was a little bit mad, a little bit bitter, a little bit maybe. Some of that energy was coming from the fact that Cat Williams, what's the name, kind of got more publication or more hear about or more hearsay, more word of mouth, more culture marketing than his special that he surprisingly dropped on New Year's Eve, which I watched, enjoyed, and I liked. But I didn't really hear about in the volume.
Of course you didn't.
As much as I've heard.
No one did.
As much as I've heard about Cat Williams. Because I was trying to figure out where that energy was coming from and why Dave would be saying this. Because you kind of need, he didn't say nothing about white people, da-da-da-da-da. He kind of did. He said something about, you know, the producer. He said something about him. You know? He said, he mentioned good things about Gary Owen, but he was white. But I'm just saying, like, and he also kind of came at the people who he felt wronged him. And it just, this a deeper convo, but it's if I'm going at the people that wronged me, and that's my mission, is it my fault that the people that wronged me look like me? I'm trying to avenge me, and the people that wronged me look like me, so I'm not supposed to go against them because they look like me, no matter how much wrong they did.
But why would Chappelle feel that way towards Cat?
Well, that's what
Cat didn't say nothing about Chappelle.
Yeah, he didn't.
Chappelle was hating. That's it. And I hate the term hating because I feel like that term just get thrown around like way too much. But like that's what was going on. Because like you said, he dropped a special. I didn't even know he had dropped a special. You know what I'm saying? Like I can watch. I ain't even watched it yet. But I didn't even know he even dropped a special. But I seen the Cat Williams you know what I'm saying, footage 2 or 3 different times. Mm-hmm. It was entertaining. And I think that's where that energy come from. And then he's smart enough to create a different narrative for the argument and for the hating that he's doing. But at the core, you're hating, bro. Because what you doing is actually hating on another brother. What Cat did was basically gave his side to the story. Because the negative narrative about Cat has been out for a very long time. It's a lot of stories that people do talk about, like the fly stuff he did. Like he donated this amount of them. I seen a thing where they said in Philly, he had came to a neighborhood and gave out like $200,000 a neighborhood. Like you hear all these good stories about Cat, but the narrative, like as far as like the majority of the people who know anything in pop culture, he had a negative, you know what I'm saying, stereotype to him. He changed the whole narrative of himself while fighting against the people that he felt helped boost that narrative about himself. So much so that none of them have really came out and said what he said was lies for the most part. Got a couple people that to be like, oh, it was a little bit extra on it or whatever. But for me, I think that's just the comedic in him. Like he
exactly.
Just
like you,
extra.
if you know the jokes, like if like people took that Ludacris, like I think we brought this up and we said this, but people took the Ludacris thing to heart. That was a joke. Like certain stuff was a joke, but the interview was so good, you didn't even know when he was joking.
Decipher when he joking and when
like if you knew, you knew. But if you didn't, you like. They had a meeting and they made him choose between which one of them. Why does that sound real to you? That obviously that's a joke. Yep. No, it wasn't no meeting that did that. But yes, people. That's his longer joke way of saying, yeah, Shannon Sharp. People do say me and Ludacris look alike.
Yeah, and I feel like the fact that people couldn't decipher that. That's why it's fair for him to talk about the things he talked about, and I think that's why. What Chappelle doing is way more directly just basically saying, like, I don't like the fact. Basically, like you said, you kind of overtook my moment. I don't like it. And you trying to, like, tear down other black people, too. That's what they do, bro. They go into the, we all brothers. Bro, this ain't had nothing to do with every brother. Because there's a lot of people that came out and said Cat was right. Cat telling the truth. People that came out and said, I've seen Cat give his money to the comics on the card because they didn't get paid enough. It's people that came out supporting that. So you can't say this is fake. Okay, that stuff might be real, but all of it is fake. It's like, nah, bro.
To your point about like the people like, you know, coming out or like about how he trying to paint like Cat or whatever, and the people coming out. I love how in the comments you read, and it's a lot of people like, nah, I'm still riding with Cat. It's kind of some people in there, at least the video I seen, because I'm sure it's many other masses that feel different, whatever. The comments that I seen, people was like, nah, Dave, it's still not, you ain't really hitting, because when I'm listening to it, I'm like, Dave, what is you saying? Like, you obviously feel away. That's all it is. Like, he didn't diss you. And yeah, he dissed like some other people, and it was something about, oh my God, I shouldn't even be saying this as a comic, but I'm going to give it to y'all because I thought it was funny, and it was just something I noticed. Look. It's something about when he was talking and he was on stage, and I was listening to the video, and it's just so Dave and captivating, and it was like, oh, you tried to Dave me. You tried to get me with that thing you do. But he was like, and if I told you my story, it would break your heart. And I was like, oh, you tried to Dave me. You tried to do that voice you do and that thing you do when you try to captivate me and catch me. But no. Cat not that wrong. He's not as wrong as you saying, and you not giving me enough points to agree with you or think about why he might be wrong or why you just say, oh, he shouldn't have told the black. That's who did him wrong. They shouldn't have took his stuff in.
But you can't
why
say
is that not bad?
But see, he gave credit to other comedians that was also black. And I hate when people do that. You find the things you don't like about what a person says, and you try to hold on to that. So you're gonna create a narrative to paint because of these people, but then you ignore all the other people that he showed love to. He talked about doing the Walk of Fame and he felt like this person needs, like, you ignore all of this stuff he was giving to these people that most people never even heard of, and he was trying to put people on the map, show love to these different people. Because you want to focus on these people over here that he has something negative to say about. And that's why I hate narrative painting. Because people be quick to paint a narrative and ignore, like, the other half of the story. Like, we all didn't just watch the same interview.
Yeah.
So you're going to all try to paint this narrative that this is what the interview was about. Like,
and
that
I
ain't,
think
that's
what I didn't
bogus.
like. I think that's what I didn't like about it, because I know Dave is better than that and smarter than that.
Yep,
And so
that's why I
that's
ain't like
when
it.
he
I
was doing
hate
that,
it.
I felt like, what's the agenda behind this? Because I know you know what Cat was saying, and I know you know what he meant, and I would appreciate it more if you didn't even touch on it or talk about it,
Facts.
rather than you then
Sound
go
ignorant.
around and put a black man down.
Yep.
But you also got to get your piece of the content. I get it. If that's the name of the game, then cool. But it was just something about it when I read it that I didn't like, and I usually don't not like what Dave is doing. I'm usually in line
There's
with
always some
what
logic
Dave
in
do.
whatever Dave is saying that makes you, even if you don't agree with it
It's
initially,
usually
you'll be like, oh man, that,
Perfect.
he brought it home.
Perfect point. It's usually some logic, and I guess I couldn't align with his logic
no
in
logic
this
in
when
that.
I usually can align with his logic. So
It's
that's
how
why
you
I
gotta- and I
found
love
disrupt.
Dave. I love the way Dave think. I love the things Dave come up with. I love his perspective on life, because sometimes it ain't my perspective, but his perspective is always interesting to where it's like, damn, like I didn't even think of it that way. Like, that's dope. It's not very many times where I hear Dave Chappelle say something and I think like, yo, you kind of hating, bro.
Yeah.
But just because you love somebody, that don't mean you can't hold them accountable.
nah, none of
This
that.
is the situation where Dave, you kind of hating, bro.
And it don't knock that he's still great. He's still Dave. He's
Dave.
still the top.
And,
He's still
and I'm
number
gonna
one.
Go watch. I still ain't watched the
But
special
you
yet. But I'm gonna
flawed
go watch
like
it.
the rest of us.
Yeah.
The special. That's another point. I'm glad
ain't
you brought
watched
it
it
back.
yet.
Special was dope. Special was
I'm
funny.
gonna
I
check
did
it
like
out.
the special. I'm a huge Dave fan, but still, I like the special and I like what he
I
was
don't
doing.
got Netflix. I got alternative
methods.
alternative methods of watching. We need one
But,
of them VPN.
But
Show some
hey,
love,
we don't know.
VPNs.
We don't know. We don't know what YouTube allow. Hey, we watch YouTube on YouTube.
You know, definitely watch YouTube on YouTube.
But
Subscribe
nah,
to
yeah,
YouTube
it was
Premium.
just I just didn't like that. I didn't agree with that assessment that Dave put on it. I feel like Cat was right to say what he said. And the last point I'll make about it is that he was saying you hurting their money or taking money out of them. One, they get a bunch of money. Said then had about 3 shows, I think, that I just see him on that I never watched, but he keep getting shows. I don't know what that is, but it's something. So he keep getting the neighborhood show he had with old dude from another show that I watched.
I like that show. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, like he got another show now with a lady, a woman or some actress or some exact. I don't know where it come from. Like I ain't hating, but shout out to Tubi, but I don't know like where all of this stuff be coming from. But hey, if that's how it goes, he not really hurting. He'll be all right. He not hurting for no money, and he got that cachet. The people that feel like we can't go see him no more, him or Steve or whoever, then cool. You don't want them there anyway. Trust me, still selling out the same arenas or theaters, whatever they were selling out. They not about to miss no coin. But Cat put a little bit of truth out there in the world. And maybe only we can't say that word. We can't say the N word, I don't think, because they might trip on us. But the real ones would know. The real ones would know.
You know what Cat did?
And that's all it is.
I'm gonna tell you what Cat did.
And that's kind of probably all he wanted.
Cat turned everybody up. And this be I'm talking about, forget the narrative. Look at the reality of the situation. Cat turned everybody up. Everybody clicks went up. Everybody gained more followers. Everybody did more views on YouTube. You know why? Because everybody wanted to know what you thought about what Cat said. So all of y'all came up off of Cat. Not even saying that y'all wanted to, but you did. So what he really did was not only lift himself up for people to want to hear what he got to say in the special and want to hear Cat perspective on life, because now he's so captivating to people, a lot of people who didn't even know who he was. Not only do they all want to hear his perspective, they still want to hear y'all perspective too on what he said after they hear his perspective again.
Because
so he turned all y'all up.
Because he talked about y'all, all y'all was comedians, or like some comedians just jumped in and said what they did, and
you still went up. All you have to do is make a video, say such and such, reacting to Cat Williams' comments, blah blah blah. Turned all y'all up. It turned us up.
I was finna say we
turned
did
us
it.
up.
Soon as we see
Straight
stuff
up.
like that, we was like, oh yeah, we definitely got to bring up the Cat Williams,
No,
right?
that's the thing. I'm talking about when we did the short. That's our biggest short.
Oh yeah.
turned us up. So it's like, and that wasn't even
Salute to
that
you,
wasn't even
Cat.
the content we was trying to necessarily make. But I'm just saying, like, for all them comedians that's mad, y'all are hating and y'all all need to get over yourself because he turned everybody up.
Hey, what's crazy is the Cat Williams bump is real.
Word.
Oh man.
Shout out to Willie D. Willie D.
I
put up-
wasn't finna
I was
say
saying,
nothing,
shout out to
bro.
Willie. I'm saying you gotta hold people accountable. I love Willie D. I love Ghetto Boys. I love everything about it. And the reason why I love Willie D, because he always is logical. He's always calm, cool, and collected about what he's trying to do. And when he said he had a Cat Williams video, I'm checking it out. It's Willie D. I watch Willie D content all the time. I didn't like the interview. Thought the interview was boring. Definitely didn't hold a candle to the one that was done with Shannon. Am I going to stop watching Willie D? No. I'm going to say Willie D. I didn't like that video. He just had a dope one with Dame Dash. I mean, I'm enjoying that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's okay. Just because you love somebody, you can't not hold them accountable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Willie D.
shout out to Willie D. But gotta hold you accountable, bro.
Willie D could box, so I thought it was a great interview.
Willie D would probably give your boy them hands. I'm a little younger, Willie, but I know I ain't got the win of a Willie D, and I ain't trying to have no smoke because you an OG, and I respect Willie D, and I grew up off Willie D music. I love Willie D.
I ain't gonna.
That just wasn't a good interview.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that, but I mean, jokes and all that. That's funny, but you definitely would. Put the beats on me though. But I will say this about the interview. I didn't really but I didn't really enjoy the interview as much, and it probably could have been because it was a little too soon. Maybe because it was a little bit like the moments we were still riding the high off the moments that we had, so let those moments die down and then get some.
It was
new
a
ones.
different vibe. That's what it was. Because Willie D ain't really gonna try to get you into certain bags. That's just not how. That's what I'm saying. It ain't got nothing to do with Willie D content not being good. Willie ain't trying to bring up certain things. What Shannon did, which is a great. Which you will almost think Shannon did this a lot.
All right, let's close it out. Willie D trying to bring up certain things. He brought up some certain stuff.
No, but I'm saying the way Shannon did it, the reason why the interview was more entertaining with Shannon is because Shannon realized, oh snap, I ain't got to say nothing. I can let him go. And a good interviewer will eventually hear when it's like, I don't got to say nothing to make this content good. He's giving me the content on his own.
Easy job right there.
Easy job. So he just said
easy
Cat
money.
I'm gonna tell you, he's a
Shout
person
out to DFS Space
who been writing his thoughts out. Essentially, what he did was let Cat just get it out, and it was just coming. It was just coming to to Cat, and we was just watching it, and he watching it, and everybody just let it go. With Willie D, I think like he did want to ask certain questions to try to shape a certain type of a conversation, and Cat was talking about those things too. But it just wasn't as gripping.
He
know
did.
What I'm saying?
Now, as a comedian, he did ask him a certain question, and I was interested in that. So, shout out to that. But, anyways,
it wasn't bad. It just wasn't good compared to what we all had
Shannon
just
Sharp.
watched.
Like I'm saying, I'm riding the high already off this. So if you're not finna give me another hit of that, don't give me the stepped on stuff yet.
Yeah.
Give me the stepped on stuff later.
That video was still going up. They was at like 30 mil in. Like they was still going up. But shout out to Willie D, man. I love Willie D. You know what I'm saying? I love all them platforms. I watch all them. I'm sub to everybody. It just was one that, And I probably would have held, like you said, I would have held that one off a little bit.
And I'd have made the same move. Oh, we got a cat too? We put it out now.
Put it out.
Anxious,
Willie
right?
D got a bag too. He got views off that video, so I ain't hating. I understand why Willie D did it.
It's not Willie D first, last, or
Straight
thousandth.
It's a legend. He a legend for a reason.
He's got bags, so I ain't tripping on that. But I'm saying me, I'd make the same choice. Put this ASAP. But all right, free ASAP too. By the way, he ain't going nowhere locked up, but let's keep him free. Yeah, I don't condone that. If I do something to you and we friends, just handle it as friends. Bringing other people into it. Fight me. Anyway.
Can't say those words, Craig. Get us out of here.
On Street Fighter, the video game, you can't fight me?
You better say on the Ryu. You don't get...
This has been another episode of I'm Almost Joking. I've been one half of the Disrespectful Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sense of Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. Hit the like button, put somebody on and put somebody on. Shout out to my boy Tyler behind the scenes from Radio 22, Everything 22, and we'll get at y'all later. Hey. Go Lions.